Hi, I'm Sarah with Custom Pilates and Yoga, and today I'm going to teach you how to do Warrior One pose. So for Warrior One, you're going to be standing. Go ahead, find your mat, and let's turn sideways. Let's start at the front of the mat. Now, you want your heels directly in line under your sits bones, and then lift your toes. Feel the four corners of your feet press down into the mat. So you want to feel pressure under your big toe, under your little toe, and the inside and outside of your heel. And as you press down through both your feet, feel how your hips lift away from your legs and your ribs can lift away from your hips. And then you reach nice and tall out through the top of your head. Let's inhale the arms up. Get a good stretch here. And exhale. Bring the arms by your side. So now we've got even more length. Put a bend in your knees. Send your right foot back. And now your feet are on train tracks. They're running parallel to each other. And your back foot is spun out at about a 45-degree angle. The whole foot is in contact with the mat. And place your hands on your hips for a moment. Make sure that your hips are facing forward. First off, square to the front of the mat, and then your number two goal here, get the hips upright. So we don't want to be tilted forward here. We want the hips to come all the way up. And when you do that, you're putting a good stretch in the front of the right hip. Okay, now if you are too tight, if it's uncomfortable for you to have your hips square and do this, what you want to do is you want to hop your back foot here just out to the side, just a little bit toward the outside edge of the mat, and that's going to take a lot of that stress off your hip so that you can get rotated. Because remember, our number one goal is rotating to the front of the mat. Number two goal, getting that pelvis upright. So when the pelvis is upright, I want you to think about super strengthening your back leg. Feel energy press down through the back foot, especially on the outside edge of that foot. And now bring your arms up to cactus. Take a moment here. Zip your belly button to your spine. Feel your rib cage lift away from your hips. Let this cactus pose help you open here in your upper back, and then reach your arms up toward each other like you're making a sandwich on either side of your head. Now remember, your front knee is softly bent, shoulders are down away from the ears. Good. Bring your arms down, hands go on your hips, and we're going to unwind and do the other side. Okay, so just let your body unwind, and then you'll step up over here. Get yourself set up, heels right under the sits bones, nice and tall. Energy down through the feet. Feel that lift all the way up through the top of your head. Put a bend in the knees. Send your other leg back. Spin that foot out on about a 45-degree angle. Now check that the hips are square to the front of the mat. Now bring those hips up for a stretch. Super straight back leg. Soft bend in the front knee. When you're set there, the arms come to cactus. Draw the belly button to the spine. Lift the ribs away from the hips. Now open through the upper back. Reach the arms. Good, bring your hands back to your hips and come on up. I hope that you've enjoyed this video on Warrior One. Warrior One is one of my very favorite poses for stretching and strengthening the psoas, which is your body's main hip flexor. And I love it because each time we do it, whatever your back leg is getting that hip flexor stretch, and you can feel it. You can tell that it's stretching while the hip flexor is working on the front. So this is a really great way to add balance into your hips. And people with hip flexor injuries also tend to have low back injuries. So if you're someone with a low back injury, you might give this exercise a try and see how it helps you out. So I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you have, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to this channel. Make sure hit the little bell so that every time I upload a new video, you can be notified and see what's new and going on. And if you want more information on this and other therapeutic yoga poses, please visit my website, www.customplatesandyoga.com. Thank you.